But what they're saying in the press conferences is much different than what they're saying in court. You know, at the press conference, they acted like it was, oh my God, it was just outlandish that anyone would suggest that they would spend this money on a house or a car or anything. They acted like it was just completely evil that anyone would even think that they would do such a thing. But in court, Carmelo's dad and Carmelo's actual lawyer, not this little fake activist, but his actual lawyer, both of them literally looked the judge in the face and told the judge straight up that they plan on spending that donation money to move into a new house.
See, because when they found out there weren't going to be cameras in the courtroom, they forgot that there's a transcript. There's a transcript. Even though there's no cameras in the courtroom, there's still going to be a transcript of what's said in the courtroom. So they admitted in court, yeah, we're going to spend the money on a house and other shit. And then she got up on stage and basically cussed everybody out and cried and screamed that people were spreading rumors about them spending the money on lavish things like cars and houses. She knew she couldn't lie to that judge. They knew they couldn't lie to the judge.
And Carmelo's actual lawyer, not this little fake activist, but his actual lawyer, both of them literally looked the judge in the face and told the judge straight up that they plan on spending that donation money to move into a new house. And this is why, to avoid legal troubles in the future, Carmelo's family has now had to update their donation website to let people know that, yeah, this is not just for legal defense anymore, folks. It's for anything we want. It literally lists transportation. What do you think that is? A new car. And it literally says to move into a new house. So all of that crying was for nothing. I'm sorry you guys are following up with these people, but they're making y'all look stupid. The longer y'all support them, the worse y'all look. And I mean, their lies and everything have been exposed even by the Frisco Police Department now. Because you see, this little fake activist, Baby Beater, who is, I guess, representing Karmelo, he's been hyping up the fact that Karmelo's family is getting harassed for over a week now. And he said that he had this bombshell evidence that was just going to rock the world. And he released a couple of photos and a couple of videos of Uber Eats drivers delivering pizza to Karmelo's house. And that was the evidence he had. But he's telling everyone that they're receiving these life-threatening, threats, and they're scared for their life. But the Frisco Police Department came out and said straight up, there are no credible threats on Karmelo's life. And not just that, Karmelo's family and his little activist friend, none of them have made a police report at all. Not a single police report, not a single call. So basically, it's all theatrics. They want to go in front of the cameras and say all of this bad stuff is happening to us, but they're not reporting any of it to the police because either it's not happening or they know it's not that serious. I'm sure there's some prank calls happening. Maybe people are ordering pizza to their house, but they live in a gated community. So how are these people even getting to their house unless someone is letting them? So
that's the great point. They live in a gated community. You can't get in their community without, there's like a man at a little post, and I'm sure he's been, the guard has been notified. I'm sure all 3 shifts, they've been notified to be on high alert because, we got Carmelo Anthony up in here, man, and the white supremacist is looking for him and shit, right? So I'm sure security has been put on high alert to be extra stringent. Make sure you check everyone's ID, everyone signs the book that goes in here. And I'm sure the cameras, gotta make sure all the cameras are working. Make sure all the cameras are working. Make sure all the batteries is charged, all the cameras is charged up. And make sure when you do your patrols, make sure you drive down the street where the Anthonys live on. These people live in a fucking gated community, man.
Not that serious. I'm sure there's some prank calls happening. Maybe people are ordering pizza to their house, but they live in a gated community. So how are these people even getting to their house unless someone is letting them? So there's a lot of questions there, right? There's a lot of questions there for sure.
Not only did Nick Gann order the pizzas, I think Nick Gann put out the fake police report. I think Nick Gann put out the fake medical report. I think McGann is responsible for all that shit. All that fake information that came out like 2 weeks ago. I think McGann is responsible for all. Look at this guy. This dude has a dark soul, man. Look at the father. The father just looked like Howdy Doody. The father looked like such a goofy dude. But this dude right here, man, he got a dark soul, man. I'm not saying he's hardcore or anything. I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. But he don't look like, he don't strike me as no hard, tough guy, but he has a dark soul.
But there are no questions when it comes to Dominique Alexander, Karmelo's little spokesman. This guy is bad news. And I know a lot of you all don't want to hear it because you're on Karmelo's side. But honestly, look, I don't sympathize with Karmelo, and I really don't like his supporters. But I'll tell you right now, this guy is bad news, and he's a bad look for you all. If you really want what's best for Karmelo, you would want Karmelo and his family to literally detach themselves from this parasite. But I know a lot of you all don't want to hear it from me, so I'll let you all hear it from someone else. But first, people often ask, how can they support the channel? The answer to that question is very simple. You can support the channel by hitting that like button, sharing the video, subscribing, and dropping a comment and becoming part of the conversation below. But if you want to take your support one step further, you could always send a super thanks or a cash app. But with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this clip, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Yeah,
so I'm sitting here reading the comments.
This fat dude right here, he do a great job covering Carmelo Anthony, man. Shogun Cinema, man. Cinema Shogun. He does a great job, man. He the round mound of Carmelo Anthony coverage, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Salute to my man Darren in the building. Shout out to TCT, man. TCT in the building, man. He said bringing the fire again, man. Darren said, Shannon, for time for Shannon to admit he really gay. If Shannon would admit he was gay, he would have got less probably. If he's doing all this to try to hide the fact that he's gay and he still got into a trick bag, yeah. He out here sleeping with every woman to try to just to try to like, hey y'all, look at all the women I got. I can't be gay. And still ended up in a trick bag. What did they say? The ball don't lie? His balls didn't lie, man. His balls didn't lie. Shout out to Darren, man. Shout out to Barry B.